Good morning and welcome to 7 at 7 from the Economic Times podcasts, a daily financial news capsule to get you clued in for the day. It's Tuesday, the 22nd of October, and I am your host, Bhaskar Datta. Let's start with market-moving global developments. A key factor that has caused wild swings in global markets over the past month is speculation about how much the US Fed will cut interest rates, especially as several data sets point to strength in the American economy of late. Well, latest comments from the Fed may provide some clues. Policymakers from the US Fed on Monday expressed support for gradual US interest rate cuts, citing the resilience of the economy and an uncertain outlook, Reuters reported. The remarks, which were made by Kansas City Fed President Jeffrey Schmid, Minneapolis Fed President Neil Kashkari, and Dallas Fed President Lori Logan, provided glimpses into what could be expected at the Fed's next interest rate statement on November 7. Another U.S. central banker, San Francisco Federal Reserve Bank President Mary Daly, said on Monday that she has not seen anything to suggest that the U.S. central bank would stop cutting interest rates, Reuters reported, citing a Wall Street Journal interview. After this week, Fed officials will abstain from making public comments on monetary policy till the policy statement is over. Amid uncertainty about the health of the Chinese economy, the country is on track to become the largest market for Russia's pipeline gas this year, overtaking Europe after the Russia-Ukraine war capped flows of the fuel to the region, Bloomberg reported. Russia's gas giant Gazprom exported 23.7 billion cubic meters of natural gas to China in the first 9 months of the year, or almost 40% above volumes exported the same period a year ago, the report said. The figures are based on Bloomberg calculations utilizing Chinese customs data and price estimates from the Russian Economy Ministry. Let's turn to domestic news. India and China have agreed on a framework to restore Indian access to key border areas in eastern Ladakh, including the strategic Depsang Plateau. The agreement follows years of tense standoffs since the 2020 Galwan clash, which saw heightened military deployments from both sides. Disengagement of troops in areas like Demchok and Depsang is the first step towards de-escalation, although details of the patrolling rights and timelines remain under negotiation. This development is seen as a positive sign ahead of the BRICS summit, where Prime Minister Modi and President Xi are expected to meet. On the markets front, October has been a jittery month for those tracking Indian stock markets. Foreign portfolio investors have been aggressively pulling out of Indian equities. This is particularly in response to uncertainty about US rate cuts and geopolitical tensions. The sell-off is affecting stock market valuations and pushing the Indian rupee to weaken against the dollar. The ongoing exodus of foreign funds is concerning for the Indian markets, which had previously seen strong inflows due to favorable growth prospects. Domestic investors are stepping in, but the uncertainty remains, with experts predicting continued volatility. Here's a Bollywood deal in the making for you. Filmmaker and producer Karan Johar is negotiating with Serum Institute CEO Adar Poonawalla to sell a 50% stake in his company Dharma Productions for Rs 1,000 crore. This deal aims to bring in fresh capital for Dharma's expansion into digital content and international projects. Poonawalla, known for his investment in healthcare and vaccines, is diversifying into the media and entertainment industry through this high-profile partnership. The collaboration could signal a trend of cross-industry investments, with Bollywood attracting more corporate capital. Volatility in stock markets notwithstanding, India's huge consumer potential continues to draw overseas interest. Chinese appliance giant Haier is actively scouting for a strategic partner in India, aiming to dilute between 25% and 49% of its Indian operations. Haier has become the third largest appliance brand in India after LG and Samsung, and this move is intended to strengthen its foothold in the country amid rising scrutiny of Chinese investments under India's Press Note 3 forms. The proposed joint venture could involve a local management team and might lead to a future IPO for its Indian unit. Haier is following a path similar to MG Motors, which has also teamed up with Indian companies to navigate regulatory hurdles. Continuing on the topic of big bang foreign collaborations with Indian firms, chip design giant Nvidia has proposed a joint venture with an Indian entity to co-develop AI-focused chips tailored to Indian needs. The proposal was initiated during a meeting between Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi earlier this year. India, which boasts of 19% of the world's chip designers, is being seen as a key partner in this venture due to its rich talent pool and ambitions to set up a semiconductor industry. That's all for today. Thank you very much for tuning into 7 at 7 from the Economic Times podcast.